why he should have been out head coach. But in the meantime, your rookie has been balling, lights out. You know what I mean? We had a lot to say about Jaden Daniels for the first 7 weeks. Now there's a little scrutiny in the locker room because you all lost 2 games. Granted, it was 10 days apart, so that's why it feels like it's a back-to-back loss. You know, it's kind of like NBA-esque. But the one team, and also that's why I had the shades on earlier too, is I clowned this team in the all season. I didn't think they was gonna be this good. Bo Picks, he like 46. Carl understand the joke. But he didn't know. I didn't know who he was gonna throw the ball to, but he been throwing the ball around the yard. And now a lot of people are starting to say, hold on, Jaden, that rookie of the year just might not be yours just yet. We got somebody that's Nix in line. So who's leading the rookie of the year race? And Joe, I know you waited all day to talk about this. I seen it come up in the chat. She was like, are we gonna have a real conversation or are we trolling? Do you think that Jaden Daniels is what's the gap? Let me ask you that. What's the gap between Jaden Daniels and Bo Nix in this rookie of the year race?
Now, someone told me, should I let Tom go first? Because for those who know in the chat, I think you brought it up, right? You brought it up. I think you brought it to the table.
I can go first.
Yeah, I think you brought it to the table and then Tom co-signed, other people co-signed. I'm like, okay.
So I'll tell you where it came from my end.
Okay.
And then I'll now understand. Well, I don't know where Ty came from on his end, so I can't speak for him. But he's definitely gonna drop a super chat and let us know, or he's gonna let us know in the comments. So right after the Broncos defeated the who did they just beat? Right after they beat the Falcons, Bo Nix had one of his best games. You say he was the first rookie. I think he's the only rookie that threw over 300 yards and 4+ touchdowns in NFL history with the 80% completion rate. And then they were talking about it was on Get Up, and they were like, "Wait, how come nobody else is talking about Bo Nix being rookie of the year? All we hear is Jaden Daniels." I said, that's an interesting take because all I hear in the chat is efficiency, PFF stats, all these other stats that's coming from the Commanders fans, and the expectations is coming from Mark Super Bowl. You know, I'm hearing all of this, but I'm like, wait, Denver's quietly balling, and they've been actually competitive against better competition. They were literally one block field goal away from beating the undefeated Kansas City Chiefs. What's my one thing and everybody's one thing against the Commanders? Who have you all beaten? Oh, Nix has beaten 2 good teams. We say he beat the Falcons and he beat another playoff team that you all lost to. That's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But the talent level between the 2 teams, some would say Denver has a better team. I think you all have the better wide receiver core. I think you all have the potentially better quarterback right now. I haven't watched enough of Bo Nix games to say that he's better than Jaden Daniels as a quarterback, but statistically, they're kind of even. So for me, I think it's like a neck and neck race. But I would say the majority may be in Jaden's favor because of the teams that he has down the line for him to actually pick up. Because right before that rib injury, your guy was balling. I think that rib injury kind of slowed him down just a little bit as far as how he's playing. But Bo Nix has definitely been balling. And I got to come on here. And I got to say, Tyler, my bad, bro. And Bibby, I ain't think y'all had nobody to throw the ball to. But for him to throw for 303 yards, there's obviously somebody out there catching passes. And Sean Payton, I think some people owe him an apology too.
All right, before I go, we got a super chat.
All right.
You go ahead and read it.
Shout out to Kevo with the $4.99 super chat. He not playing. Still a secondary is average. Matchup sweethearts. Man.
Dang.
Still in the Commanders are like brothers. I mean, technically the fan base is they're really brothers. How ironic. Steelers only beat teams with one good wide receiver, by the way.
Huh?
Steelers only beat teams with one good wide receiver, by the way. I'll let you go and I'll do some fact checking on that one.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I say. I'll do some fact checking. You tell me about this gap between Bo Nix and JD.
All right. So look, I'm gonna give Bo Nix his props. He's been doing a good job. He's been balling. You know. Now, I got a graphic. You know, I'm calling a graphic. You know, I was going to
Oh,
read the numbers out, but I was like, you know what? I think the visual might be better for people to understand what I'm trying to say. So here, let's say this down. Here are the stats. All right, all right. I mean, people make graphics online and they try to make it look like Bo Nix is rookie of the year. You know, so but you look at the numbers. Who's your rookie of the year?
so we got wins. They're a little close. Completion percentages. They're a little close. Total yards. 300 more.
And some people might say, "Oh, why you put passing yards?" JD is winning in that also. But go ahead, continue.
I don't know, Joe. He can go either way. You ask me.
Tomo, what only one category Bo Nix is leading? That's total touchdowns.
Just
JD
saying.
has got a better record, better completion percentage, more yards, less turnovers, better QB rating, and on top of that, JD only
0.32.
played one series of one game. So basically, Bo Nix got a whole game over him, and he's still beating him. See, people forgetting that the Panthers game, Jaden Daniels played for one series. That's when he hurt his ribs. One series. So for real, JD is 6-4. That's what he really is. He's 6-4. If you want to be technical, but Bo Nix played a whole extra game, and yet JD numbers are total numbers, not even average. Total numbers are still better. And then we talk about competition. Let's take away the Panthers game because JD didn't play for real. JD opponents won 20 games. Bo Nix opponents won 22. They both played sorry teams. They beat the Falcons. We beat the Cardinals. Same record. We blew the Cardinals out like they blew the Falcons out. Same thing.
And they blew the Bucks out.
They beat the Bucks. They only allowed 6 points against the Bucks and only scored 13. The Bucks put up 38 on us. See, people don't realize that. Bo Nix is playing with the third best defense in total points per game and total yards per game. My man JD, 18 in total yards per game, the defense, and 14 total points. So not only JD has more on his load to do, he has better numbers with that and a better record. So, and Bo Nix got 4 games when he turned the ball over more than he scored. Bo Nix is living on 2 games. The Falcons game, when he threw 4 touchdowns, and the Panthers game, when he threw 4 touchdowns. That's it. Outside of that, he's been pretty average. The defense has been doing a really good job keeping them in games. So we talking about, oh, they almost beat the Chiefs, right? I mean, every game we lost was a 1-possession game. They just lost 41 or something to the Ravens. So my thing is, Bo Nix is doing a good job, yes. But to say he's the rookie of the year, it's just reaching. It's just being so prisoner of the moment. Because JD on a 2-game losing streak, Bo Nix almost beat the Chiefs, and he had a good game against the Falcons. Oh, he's rookie of the year. But we look at the totality of the daggone season. Bo Nix is not the rookie of the year. It's Jaden Daniels still, and it's not. It's getting closer, but it's still not close.
So do your hands one more time. So is it like this or is it like that?
At first, it was like this. It wasn't even close. Now it's like this. It's like you can't. It's not because he got a whole extra game on him. If I were to do averages, it wouldn't even be close.
So is it like Southern Ave? For those in the DC area, is like if you walk across the street, you're in Maryland. But if you walk across the street, you're in DC. Is it that close? Is it?
No, it ain't that close, bro. Come on.
Is it like from
it's
all right? So it's like from Addison Road Station to Capitol Heights Station. Like that's the distance. Like you could walk it
first. It was from Capitol Heights Station to Addison Road. No, that's
so now it's like
too. That's a little close. Hold on. I got you. We went to Central. All right. Yeah. It's like going from Central to the DC line. That's how it was at first. Central. I'm not talking about East Cal. I'm talking about going down Central Avenue. Go down the whole Central Avenue. It was from Central to the DC line. Not going towards like when you come out of Central's Code, you make a left, not make a right. You make a right, you're going tripping. You know,
you gotta make a right, make the U-turn, go back up. Yeah,
you got me. So but now you can say it's from Central to China Sky. That's what it is. China Sky, Safeway.
All right, that's close.
No, it's not.
That's close.
That's
close enough to catch.
Huh?
That's close enough to catch them.
It's
That's
close,
close enough
sir.
to catch him, though.
But he not gonna catch him. The rookie of the year is in the bag, bro.
Central
Nah,
God.
bro, that's a little close.
That okay. Let's put it like this: the Josh Allen Lamar MVP talk is like Central to Central God, because remember on Friday we said it's based upon how both players play.
Safeway
This
going. Come back.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So basically, hey, you got me too. I thought it was still there. All right. So let's say the Shell gas station. So, let's go. So I think I'm with you on that one. I would say from China Sky to Central. And basically, if Jaden Daniels have two bad performances against these two bad teams that he's going up against, Bo Nix has some runway to catch him. Because right now, Bo Nix, they got the Raiders and then they got Cleveland.
Hold on, Quentin. Carlo, it has not been gone since 2011. I was living there, bro. In 2011. I left in 2018. But not living in Capitol Heights. But see the difference between Lamar and Josh Allen's race. Lamar has the numbers. Josh Allen has the wins. He has a better record. In this case, JD has the wins and the numbers. You know what I'm saying?
But Bo Nix got performances. You all were talking about a lot about performances earlier too.
Okay. What about the negative performances?
I'm just saying.
Multiple games. Two games.
That's why I'm not. That's why I phrased it. Because I know the question is, who's leading the Rookie of the Year race? I know who's leading the race. I want to know where you see the gap.
Now, I would say he's definitely second, but he's closer. See, this remind me when everybody try to put Caleb above him after he played the Panthers and another team. They try to put Caleb above him. I would say Bo Nix is like in that situation for real. Like he's literally because at the time Caleb had more passing touchdowns, but everything goes. Jaden was beating him, man. And it's the same thing with Bo Nix. Bo Nix, for him to win Rookie of the Year to me, he would have to have a better record than Jaden Daniels. And he would have to have better numbers because he has a better team. His defense is much better than Jaden Daniels' defense. It's more pressure for Jaden Daniels to win the game versus Bo Nix. Bo Nix is more of a managing the game, while JD also in a managing situation too. I'm not going to say he's out here like, you know what I mean? But there's a lot acts more for him to do versus Bo Nix. Because they won some games without Bo Nix playing well. Huh?
Who has the better offense?
If you take both quarterbacks out?
Yeah.
That's tough.
Because I know what you're saying. I see what you're saying, and I think so. I can see somebody in the comments saying, okay.
I would say us.
I don't know, Joe.
Probably it's close.
That's what I'm saying. Both teams is kind of, and I would say both of y'all. I don't know, bro. This is funny that this is happening like this because I think both of y'all got Coach of the Years going back and forth because a lot of people, Sean Payton with this roster, Dan Quinn with that roster. I mean, outside of PS2, I know some Bronco fans gonna kill me for this one, but outside of PS2, if you take him off that defense, I would say y'all the same team.
They got a better defense though. Their defense is really good, bro. They third in points allowed and yards allowed.
Take PS2 off of there. I think all that third that might get tricky because now you know you got one. You already know you got one side locked down.
Man, he on the team, right?
But I'm just saying, if you take it off, that's how close it is to me as far as I think the similarities in the two teams. But again, this is a close race. I like to see the next two games. You all got Dallas coming. It's funny that I both got rival games. Okay.
I don't know, Von. He would have to get like the number one seed because y'all always win.
Yeah.
But not like this though. I give you credit for this. But I don't know. I think they're gonna get rookie. They always get coach of the year to like some team that wasn't supposed to be good and they became good. Now that's the NFL.
His name is in the hat, but I see the other two getting more votes than him. I see Sean Payton and Dan Quinn getting more votes.
Definitely, Sean, and they both got rookie quarterbacks.
Yeah, they balling right now. So yeah, they both got you got Dallas coming up. They got the Raiders coming up. We'll see how they play in the next two games. More so against these rivalry opponents. I think after Dallas, y'all got Tennessee, right?
Probably. I don't know. We got a cupcake schedule until we play Philly.
You ain't have to say that, Joe.
Oh,
You
my
could have just said I got less opponents, man. It is what it is. But anyway, yeah. I think these next 3 games we can revisit this topic. But right now, I just found it funny that all we hear is Jaden Daniels when Bo Nix has been balling too. There is a race. It's funny Caleb Williams is not a part of that conversation, but it's Bo
yeah,
Nix.
he's out.
Yeah, nah.
Shout out to the block field goal. Yeah, we got the Titans and
they cannot beat the Packers, man. I know how y'all feel.
Hey, before you go to the next topic, I saw a tweet. A dude said, if because the Chiefs lost like that, right? The Chiefs beat the Broncos on a block field goal. Somebody tweeted and said, if my Bears lose like this next week to the Packers, you will never see me again.
Hey, dude. Hey, bro, you all right?
Exactly. Somebody go check up on him. Like, hopefully he's all right, but that's crazy.
Y'all check up on him and check up on your friends as Cowboy fans, man. It's rough times out there, and it's gonna get darker. That's all.
Metal falling from the ceiling. That's crazy.
2 pieces of metal. They saved one of them though.
That's crazy.
That's what happened when you don't want to put the curtains up. But
if they got hit by that, Jerry Jones paying bread. But let's get it. Quick news.
Quiet as it kept. If I was a Cowboy, I mean, if I was there and that would have failed, me going through the season I went through, I'd have been owning the team. Even though on camera, they just see me do one of these. Oh man. But talk about